Hi everyone, I'm Danielle Ramsey with Building the Blog, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own fave icon and add it to your WordPress website. A fave icon is a small icon that represents your website, and it's most commonly seen in browser tabs. But that's not the only place it appears. In addition to browser tabs, most modern browsers also display fave icons in bookmarks bars, also in the address bar dropdown when you start to type in a website. But outside of browsers, search engines are also now starting to display them as part of search snippets. So as you can see, fave icons are used in a lot of places. They're a must if you want your website to look professional and legitimate, and it's an easy branding opportunity. If you follow along with this video, you should be able to create your own fave icon and add it to your website in less than an hour. In this tutorial, we'll be using the free online design software Canva to create our fave icon. To begin, go to canva.com, and if you haven't already, sign up for a free account. No need to use the professional account in this tutorial. From here, we're ready to begin. So the first thing you want to do once you're logged into Canva is create a design. And we're going to use custom dimensions because WordPress actually recommends the dimensions of 512 pixels by 512 pixels. So just type that in and then create design. From here, you're going to have a blank canvas. As I create my fave icon, I'm going to be doing it for the fictional travel brand Wanderlusty.com. So Wanderlusty has the brand color of kind of a peach salmon color. So the first thing I want to do is set my background color to be different than white. Now I do recommend, if at all possible, choose a color different than white as the background as your fave icon because it'll just pop more in browsers and also on search engines whenever your website appears. So to change your background color, simply click on the white canvas, and then you'll see this background color icon appear, so just click on that. Now you can choose from one of the default colors, but hopefully you have your own brand color in mind already. Now for Wanderlusty, it's kind of the salmon color, and I've copied and pasted in my hex. You can also obviously just kind of play and pick a different color if you don't have one set already. And then there you go, you've got a background color. That is step number one. Now the next step is to add your artwork. So now that you have your background color set, I want to go through two really easy methods for adding artwork to your fave icon. I do want to point out that this canvas size that we created is 512 pixels by 512 pixels, but in reality, most fave icons are seen at a very small size of 16 pixels by 16 pixels. So for that reason, we're going to keep our artwork super simple so it's easily distinguished at a very small size. Technique number one is to use acronyms or abbreviations of your brand name. And then technique number two is just to add simple elements or icons related to your niche. We're going to start with technique number one. So to do this, just click the text symbol and then add a heading, and we're going to do this for each letter we want to represent of our brand name. So again, Wanderlusty. It is 2 words. And now I have a W and an L. Again, this, if I take this to 10%, you can see that's going to be way too small. No one's going to be able to see that, so we definitely need to make these letters bigger. I'm also, by the way, you can hold Shift to grab both letters at the same time, or both elements. I'm just going to stretch those to be a little bit larger. Now I want to change my text color to be white, so it shows up a little bit better on this darker background. Now you can change your font family here. You can search by keyword, and they have some pre-made ones here. So if you don't have a certain font that you like, you can see there are some, and you can even type in, just whatever you think. So let's say I wanted a cartoon font. It automatically populates some font families that are associated with the cartoon look. But I like this font, so in this case, I'm going to keep this one. Then basically you just want to play around, try overlapping, maybe try making one letter larger than the other. And then just periodically maybe zoom out, make sure, yeah, that's definitely readable. But you know what, I changed my mind. I want this W and L to be the same size. So I want this L to go back to being the same size as the W. This is a handy little trick. You can use this copy style. Click that and then press the L, and then they're the same font size again. All right, so I'm going to actually group these together. I like it being a little bit overlap. Make this bigger. And you can extend off the sides too, so make sure to use that to your advantage, and you can produce a kind of unique look. And there you go. I like this. WL, it's kind of abstract looking, not in your face. As you can see, super distinguishable at a small size. So there is one method for creating a fave icon. Now let's move on to the second method. So you can just click Add New Page here, and it'll retain that same background color. So now what we're going to do is click this Elements icon. Now what you want to do is search for a keyword related to your niche. Wanderlusty is a fictional travel blog, so I'm going to type in here travel. I want to point out you want to avoid clip art because it's going to be really hard to see at that 16 by 16 pixel size. It's not going to show up, the details are going to be lost. So look for a very simple icon. You're also, unless you have Canva Pro, going to want to avoid any icons with this Pro symbol because you won't be able to use them. They'll have a watermark over them. See how it's got that Canva watermark since it's a Pro. To remove it, you have to upgrade. And some of these icons might also have a dollar symbol, and that just means you have to pay extra whether you're a Pro member or not. So I'm cheap. I want to avoid all those icons. I'm going to look for one that's free. So I'm going to look for something that's super simple. All right, so just keep looking. It can be kind of hard to find an icon you like, but this is a good option. So I'm going to actually go with this one here. And now I don't like this black outline, but the good news is you can change these colors right here. So I'm just going to change this to the same color as my background color so that it blends in a little bit better. And then you want to make this fit most of the canvas size. Another handy trick, you can click this position button and align it to the middle and center so it's perfectly centered with your canvas. Then I'm going to hit 10%, and it's still easy to see at a small size. So there is your second technique. You can add a simple element to your fave icon to create something unique to your brand. All right, so now the next thing you need to do is just download the icon. So to download the icon, super easy. In the top right, there's a down arrow on Canva. Just click that. If you've created multiple options, you might want to select which page you want, or you can select all if you want to see what each icon looks like by adding it to your WordPress. I'm going to go, I like this WL better. So I'm just going to go ahead and click done, and then it will automatically download for you. Just take note of where that downloaded and remember, because we'll need that for our next step. So now that you have your fave icon downloaded, the next thing you need to do is just log into the back end of your WordPress dashboard. And then all you want to do is go to Appearance and then Customize. Now this is how you do it for almost all themes. Some themes may be different, but in most cases, all you're going to need to do is click on this site identity. So I'm showing you on buildingtheblog.com. Just pretend this is wanderlusty.com. I don't actually own that domain. I'm just using it as an example. So once you get to site identity, you should see this select site icon. Just click this, click select files, and then find where you save that fave icon and then just upload it to WordPress and then click select. And then there you go. As you can see, I've now effectively changed Building the Blog to have this Wanderlusty icon in the top left and here. So that's all you have to do to add your fave icon to WordPress. I hope you found this tutorial super helpful, and I'd love to see your fave icons. Let me know which method worked best for you. Was it the abbreviation method or the element method? Drop me a line in the comments. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. Thanks for watching.